Hey y'all, can you hear me? Um, see if this is going. I'm trying to. All right. Okay. Well, the story that I wanted to talk to y'all about today is kind of like got some breaking news at the time I started. I've been wanting to log on and talk about this for a while, and that is the story about uh, Joshua Zimmerman, who was an escaped murderer that escaped in DeSoto County, Mississippi. And this interested me. One reason is because I'm close by. And so last week, whenever I was like talking to y'all about stuff, Beach Bum sent me some information that showed that Dog the Bounty Hunter and the U.S. Marshals and all these different people were getting involved. And so I thought what I would do is I would go back and tell the story from, excuse me, from the beginning of how it happened, because the murder in he was already had been in trouble with the law before. I don't know exactly how, but at this time he had murdered a lady in Houston, and that was back in September of 2023. And so he had ran after had left evidence that would quickly connect him to this crime of killing this lady. And I'm going to read about it in a minute, because I think we do need to say her name, because her family is in Houston right now waiting for Joshua Zimmerman to be arrested so that he can go to court and they can get justice for their relative. We know how that feels and how long that can take. So, and all the things we want to always think about the victims. Uh, I don't know a lot about her at this time. I will I thought what we'd do is we would go through, share this tab instead, and talk about it as it happened. It happened in September. So I'm gonna here's a picture of him. Can y'all see that? At the stage. No, you can't see it. Okay, there it is. So this man is wanted and charged in the fatal shooting of a woman at a motel in southwest western Houston. Okay. It says that the Houston Police Department are asking for the public to help in locating a suspect wanted for the fatal shooting of a woman at the motel in southwest Houston on Saturday. Police said that 30-year-old Joshua Zimmerman, also known by the alias Vincent Guerrero Giuliano, was charged with the murder in the 183rd State District Court. He was last seen with the 23-year-old woman who police believe he killed. The victim's identity is pending notification to the family members by the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences. So this one at first happened September. Well, this was published September 5th. And the 6th. So I guess it happened on the 5th. Now I'm going to go to the next story. Oh, shoot. Now I got to look that up again. Sorry. Hang on just a minute. Joshua Zimmerman. And so the next story was October 2nd. And it says that suspected gunman is arrested in Mississippi several weeks after the woman shot to death in southwestern Houston motel. So it says that the man who was wanted for the fatal shooting of a woman in Southwest Houston motel was arrested September 29th after being on the run for several weeks, according to the Houston police. Zimmerman, also known as Vincent Guarino Giuliano, was taken into custody and charged with the murder of 23-year-old Kiana Mercer. I'm going to copy that name because it says that on September 2nd. I don't think this is a picture over here, though, y'all. That doesn't have anything to do with this story. On September 2nd, officers responded to the 6800 block of Hornwood Drive after they received a call about a woman had been found dead at the motel at 8:45. Police said Mercer was inside the motel room with at least one gunshot wound, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities learned that Zimmerman and Mercer had rented the room. Officers said witnesses told them that they heard screams that had come from the room right before they heard the gunshot. Zimmerman was reportedly seen leaving the motel sometime after the incident. Investigators have been searching for the suspect since September, and he was arrested in Mississippi on separate felony charges. He was booked into the DeSoto County Jail and expected to be extradited to Harrison County Jail. Okay, so we're still following the story. Hang on just a minute. Hang on just a minute. Let's see. I'm going to send a link. Two kinds of links, I think. Okay.
That means we've done it.
Yikes. Okay. So hang on, y'all. Talk amongst yourselves. And I'm terrible. Okay, I think that okay, I think she's got it. You got that, Beach Bum? She does. She's wonderful. She has sent it. Okay, Trace is here. If any of you girls want to talk, I'll send you a link to come online with me if you want to. But what I was going to say is, so now they've caught him and he's in DeSoto County. So I'm going to stop sharing this and share the information from Memphis. This stuff was from Houston, and I'm going to move to Fox 13 Memphis. And they have some stories too. So let's see. So I don't see the day that he was arrested here. I cannot believe they don't have the day that dang thing he escaped. Okay. Okay. This is the sheriff right here. And
as you cleanse, discover the iconic bestseller.
Oh, crap.
Courthouse Friday morning. We're now learning a little more.
Here we go.
Search continues tonight for that murder suspect who walked out of the DeSoto County Courthouse Friday morning. We're now learning a little more about Joshua Zimmerman and how he got away. Fox 13's Mandy Rock is live outside the DeSoto County Sheriff's Office right now. Mandy, the sheriff there says Zimmerman got a ride to Memphis, they think from a Good Samaritan.
Yeah, that's right. Sheriff Thomas Tuggle said that after Zimmerman walked out of the courthouse, he walked through an alley and got a ride from a man behind a gas station. He said he told that man a story about getting into a fight with his wife and needing a ride. Zimmerman was scheduled for a court hearing on Friday. In a news conference today, the sheriff said Zimmerman found a design flaw in the building and was able to escape. The sheriff did not comment on what that design flaw was, but said it has been corrected. Tuggle called Zimmerman a master criminal. He says it's likely that he researched how to get out of his handcuffs before his escape. Tuggle did not say if they believe Zimmerman is still in the Memphis area, but did say he has no connections in the Mid-South. He says his department is moving into phase 2 of their investigation, and they are confident that they will find him.
All I need to say right now, Zimmerman, if you're out there and you hear this, turn yourself in, because we're going to find you. And I promise you, we're going to put your gluteus maximus in a cell by yourself. That's just how that works here.
And Zimmerman was arrested by South Haven police last fall for carjacking and attempted murder. He also is charged with a murder in Texas. And there has been a $10,000 reward that is being offered for information that is leading to his arrest. Back to you.
Fox 13's Mandy Rock live tonight. Thank you, Mandy. Now, we talked to DeSoto County DA Matthew Barton yesterday, and he put into very plain terms just how dangerous Zimmerman is.
I think someone needs to sound the alarm. This is the most violent type of person. He has no regard for the safety and well-being of others. This is as dangerous of a person as there is.
Zimmerman, as we said, was able to get out of the DeSoto County Courthouse without a problem last Friday. Tonight, the hunt continues. The U.S. Marshals say they know he's been seen in the Memphis area. If you see him, call 911.
So they are not saying how where he was seen in the Memphis area. I know that reporter said he was seen, but publicly they're not saying. So okay. So that's one thing. Now we've heard the sheriff say this, that, the other, and now we've heard, let's see, the sheriff speaks again. The first time we heard the sheriff speak, okay. Let's see. This is what the sheriff said.
Here, do you want me to?
He's not as happy this time, y'all.
You want me to do it? Would that be helpful? It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to record, like, you know, whoever has the. Okay.
You got
it?
Okay.
Mandy, we good? We're good. Good? Okay. All right, ready? Yep. Okay. All right, whoever wants to start.
Sheriff, I want to talk.
Yeah.
Can we go, sir?
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank y'all, everybody, for being here. This is what we are. We're going to talk about Joshua Zimmerman. Joshua Zimmerman is on the run. He exploited a flaw in the building design, and he escaped from the courthouse. He walked out through an alley, and we were on his trail within about 10 minutes. I'm going to clear up some things. There's stuff circulating that he changed clothes. Joshua Zimmerman did not change any clothes. That man walked out of the courthouse in a pair of underwear, a t-shirt, and some shower shoes. He walked across the street and called a ride. Just that quick. Time was of an essence. Everything worked out for this individual. So the notion that he had help, that's false. The notion that he had an extra set of clothes, that's false. This is a career criminal. He knew what he was doing, and he exploited, I guess you'd say, a soft spot in the courthouse, and he benefited from it.
Did you wear the shower shoes to court that day?
Yes, all inmates, when they're transporting to and from court, they have shower shoes on. That's what they're issued when they go to jail.
Sheriff, I noticed a bunch of different Mississippi cars outside and a Memphis Germantown car outside. Are they here for this investigation, or is it something else?
That's something else.
Okay. Where have you been tracking Zimmerman so far?
I don't want to release that right now. We're moving into phase 2 of our investigation, and that is critical. And it's crucial that we keep that confidential. But I will say this here. There's a reason why we withheld a lot of information while this is going on. When we're doing an investigation, especially when it comes to looking for an individual inmate who has potential to be violent, we have guys that are out there in the streets, establishing connections, working long hours, dealing with the most hardened criminals in this area. And anytime someone got on TV and talked about this case, I said a prayer because they were endangering the lives of our guys that are embedded out there in the community trying to locate this guy. Also, it put the public at risk. So that's why we waited a while before we started talking about this, because our guys were out there establishing networks. And everybody that got on TV, everybody that talked about this, that's reckless. And it really put our guys, exposed our guys. And that's the last thing I want these guys to do. They're working so hard to get a phone call that one of our guys was injured because some information was released while they were out there working this case. So this was an ongoing investigation. It was a very intense investigation. And these guys have put in a lot of hours to locate this guy. And we're moving into phase 2 of our investigation. All I need to say right now, Zimmerman, if you're out there and you hear this, turn yourself in because we're going to find you. And I promise you, we're going to put your gluteus maximus in a cell by yourself. That's just how that works here.
Sheriff, I don't know tell me if this is accurate or not accurate, because you just told us about inaccurate information that is out there. Was it accurate that he had shackles on and that he was able to remove those?
Yes, Zimmerman, I will ask that. Zimmerman is a career criminal. That part of the investigation is still ongoing. But I know for a fact these inmates spend countless number of hours trying to defeat the handcuff system. This guy's been in and out of the system for years. He's been in our system into that courthouse 6 times, but he has been in our custody for 260 days. This is one thing I want to relay. The fact of the matter that we're talking about this individual escaping should bring comfort to everybody in DeSoto County, because anywhere else in this country, this individual already been released. But the fact of the matter that he escaped, that should send everybody else across the country and shockwaves across this country that in DeSoto County, you get here, we're going to keep you. We have transported 24,702 inmates back and forth since 2017, back and forth to court. We've only had one escape, and that is this guy. And that is one too many. Our guys work too hard. They take this personally. And I promise you, we're going to find him.
You said that you walked out and he got in a vehicle. Do you have any idea whose vehicle that was? Is this somebody that he had conspired with ahead of time to help him escape?
This guy has no connections in his community. When he walked across that street with those pajamas on, I promise you, nobody actually knew that those were pajamas. He found an individual that was back behind one of the gas stations, and he's a charismatic guy. He asked this guy and said, "Hey, I just got in a fight with my wife. Can you give me a ride to Walmart?" This guy said that I'm going to Memphis. He said that's even better. So it was a good Samaritan that gave this guy a ride, is how he got to Memphis. Everything lined up for Zimmerman. Everything lined up. It was just that day. 260 days of planning. It was just that day that everything lined up for this individual. But I promise you this, we're going to find him.
Well, how do you think he got out of Memphis, on the next leg of his trip to wherever he is now?
Man, I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay.
Can you say more about the design flaw in the courthouse and if anything's been done to?
That has already been corrected. And I'm not going to say anything about it because, like I said, we're still using that building. But it has been corrected.
Can you talk a little bit about his Zimmerman's charges and just what kind of criminal we're dealing with here?
Well, City of South Haven brought him in. I think it was a carjacking and attempted murder. But he has some charges out of Texas also. So he has the potential to be violent. And that's one of the things why we didn't talk a lot about it, because we did not want to endanger the lives.
I'm just going to say, can y'all hear me? He acts like that we shouldn't talk about it. Maybe we should. I don't want to endanger nobody's lives by talking about it. But I think that the public did need to know and does need to know things about this man and that he could be in the area. And one thing is that he is a tattoo artist, and that's how he made his money. And we certainly don't want any of our young people or anybody else to fall into this man. Anyway, I think, like I said, I don't even know if he's still in the area. Up until today, I really thought that he was in DeSoto County still. He maybe not. He came from Houston. As the Sheriff Tuggle there says, he didn't know anybody here. It looks like he got arrested in South Haven for trying to take somebody's car and almost killing them to do it. So that's what he did last time, and now he's loose. So anyway, I don't want to leave y'all like a cliffhanger or anything. So let's see. I think that's all that he says. But as you can see, he's very defensive about none of my people, none of the sheriff's department helped him. He got out of it himself. Well, I don't know whether he did or not. Allegedly, they're saying that he did, but a lot of people think that he had help. This sheriff says that he did, and I certainly hope that he did not. But there's more to this story, y'all. And I'm going to let y'all hear the next part of it. The next part of it is a few days after this. Let's see. A few days after this, the district attorney's office makes this announcement. Hang on, y'all. Oh, crap.
What happened? We got every camera angle in the
Hang on,
court.
y'all.
Obtained video footage of what happened. We got every camera angle in the courthouse, and we obtained that, and we had that securely stored on our server where we keep all of our evidence. It did not take long for us to uncover a conspiracy to cover up and suppress certain evidence regarding the escape of Joshua Zimmerman.
New information tonight in the investigation into an accused killer who escaped from DeSoto County. The DeSoto County District Attorney's Office says surveillance video of the inmate's escape was stolen from the office. Now, according to DA Matthew Barton, the video was stolen yesterday, the same day the office received it. Well, now a grand jury will investigate the DeSoto County Courthouse. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Darcy Thomas.
And I'm Daryl Green. Right now, that inmate is still on the run. Deputies say they still don't know where Joshua Zimmerman is, but they do add he was last seen in Memphis. Fox 13's Lakia Scott is live at the DeSoto County District Attorney's Office. Lakia, the DA issued some bold claims today.
Yeah, he did. DA Matthew Barton says that he had video of Zimmerman's escape on his server. He says someone attacked his server and deleted the video. Well, now he's turning this case over to a grand jury for an investigation.
As much as it's going to rock the boat and upset a few people, the fact is DeSoto County does not belong to the good old boys anymore. It belongs to you.
These are the words DeSoto County District Attorney Matthew Barton adamantly declared Thursday after making a bombshell announcement regarding the case of escaped inmate Joshua Zimmerman.
We had that securely stored on our server where we keep all of our evidence. Some co-conspirators from an outside entity, not the state of Mississippi, local entities, directed the county IT to go onto my server and delete state's evidence.
The material DA Barton says was deleted from his server Wednesday was the surveillance footage that shows Joshua Zimmerman escaping the courthouse Friday.
We got every camera angle in the courthouse. The video that I had obtained through lawful and traditional and appropriate manners in the scope of the duties that my investigators have was deleted because these co-conspirators.
In Thursday's press conference, Barton told Fox 13 he knows who stole and deleted video footage from his server.
Can you share how you're so certain that someone took the video from you and stole it?
I confronted people that did it.
Did they?
It was affirmed, and yes, it was confirmed. I know which entities did it, and it was admitted to.
Why did they say they did it?
I can't speak for what their motives were. All I know is There's evidence of a crime that I needed as part of my investigation to find out why a known murderer is walking through the same walkways as my staff and all the people that were in public that day.
Now, Barton says the grand jury will investigate, they will investigate the agency or any person responsible for taking that video. The grand jury will also take a closer look at courthouses as well as county facilities to take a closer look at the safekeeping of the inmates. The grand jury will also investigate the escape of Joshua Zimmerman. Daryl Darcy.
That is Fox 13's Lakia Scott live in DeSoto County tonight. Lakia, thank you. Let's take another look at the suspect. This is Joshua Zimmerman. These are the photos released by the DeSoto County Sheriff's Office after he got away last Friday. The U.S. Marshals and the county DA say that they're offering $5,000 each. So reward money in total is up to $10,000 for information that leads to his capture. If you see Joshua Zimmerman, call 911.
Let's see if there's another one there. Okay, so they raised the amount of money to $20,000 for reward for information. This guy is very dangerous, y'all. He does tattoos. I mean, it's not your typical kind of, and they say he's very talented and very personable. People should be afraid of him. I have been getting a lot of my information. I don't mean to say anything about the DA's office or the sheriff's department or any of them. It looks like there's a grand jury investigating all that stuff, but it's very fishy, and they've let this guy loose. That's the main thing that we should be concerned about. So he is still loose, but I have been following a guy on Twitter, and he does YouTube videos too. And let's see I'm going to see if he's posted anything. Okay, so here, I'm going to share this tab instead. Okay, so this is Nick T. I don't even know how to, but I think he goes by Nick the Hat or something like that. And he says he's been chasing untold stories. Let's make a difference. I don't even know what all. Anyways, he's been covering this story. And it seems like he's been shadow banned because I didn't even know about it. I had to really hunt to find him. But let's see. The latest says 34 minutes ago, update in the manhunt for Joshua Zimmerman. It says that federal agents accompanied by canine dogs are currently stationed at a residence of Tina Petrello, Joshua Zimmerman's mother. Now, Joshua Zimmerman's mother lives, I believe, in Connecticut. Hopefully they are in Waterbury, Connecticut. I hate to just... Tina is among the individuals questioned in connection with her son. Let's see. The other family members are under scrutiny, including the sisters, cousins, aunts, and others. And here, so his mother's house has been raided. And I'm guessing there's some people in his family. Poor mama. But she don't need to be helping him. If you have a kid that gets in trouble, Miss Tina, whatever, I don't want to bust you out, but you can't be helping this guy. He is a murderer. Anybody that helps him is going to be in jail just like him. Notice how he has one lazy eye. They haven't told us to look for that. And they said that he is a very talented tattoo artist, and that his tattoos are, let's see, I'm really hoping that they do catch him. And it's terrible. I'm so glad that he's gone from DeSoto County till I don't know what to do. this guy, Nick, I would like to show you some of his videos. He's made a lot of them out here, and undoubtedly he has a lot of connections. He's been working on this story a long time, but he keeps his sources, you know, to himself, which you want person to. So, you know, it says Black Hawk helicopters are currently operating over the coastal areas of New Haven, Connecticut. That was 40 minutes ago. So they must think he's up there. This deployment is similar to the operations in Mississippi during September of 2023 manhunt. Huh. Let's see. I was going to... I want you to see how different he looks, all those different kind of ways. I don't know how to make that any bigger. Also, oh my gosh, I've made everything bigger. I really didn't mean to do that. Oh my gosh. So, my video today was going to be really about warning my community, my personal community, because I don't live very far from I don't live very far from where all this has happened. So my main reason I wanted to do this video today was to try and tell people to be careful. In my own community, they need to lock their doors. You still do, because we do not know if he's up there in Connecticut with his mother and family. They're upset with him because they've been sending him money and helping him. So they're probably getting, you know, phones and all kinds of stuff to get information. But that doesn't mean that he's not still in this community or even back in Texas. So I would like to encourage everybody to, no matter where you are, be a little more, you know, cognizant of where you're going and what you're looking at. And if you see something, say something. Now, Nick says since this whole thing is going on with the police, you don't know who to trust and who not to trust. But the marshals, U.S. Marshals are involved. You can call them. There's several numbers that you can call to give tips without actually turning yourself in. But yes, Janelle, this guy went to court and just walked right out of the courthouse. And the sheriff says he got out of his shackles and was able, but other people believe that he had help. I don't know. The DA didn't say about that, but undoubtedly he did have help, because he said that they uncovered a conspiracy and they had stored the information and somebody dang stole the evidence. All of that is so shady. And I can't worry about how shady they are, because they've got a grand jury investigating that. Allegedly, all the stuff I just said about the law enforcement that's about 5 minutes from my house. I don't know anything negative about any of them personally. I do not. But I do think that the local community needs to be more aware of the fact that we could have a murder amongst us. If you like tattoos, or if you know somebody does, tell them don't be getting tattoos from random people on the Facebook do not be meeting people to have tattoo parties. See, that's what Nick said. I didn't find it anywhere in like evidence or stuff, but he said specifically this guy would have pop-up tattoo parties and they would invite people and he did very good work. And sometimes they would have tattoo parties and he would get paid and everything was copacetic. And then sometimes he'd have tattoo parties and he'd kill them and rob them. I didn't know you could have a tattoo party, but I can see if you like tattoos, maybe that'd be something, he comes to your house and, he comes to your house and sets it up and all your girlfriends get a matching tattoo with, whatever. Don't do that crap. Of course, I realize most people who do tattoos probably have their favorite person that does it, just like your favorite person that does your hair. But still, it's scary. That's how this girl got killed in Texas. According to Nick, this guy tattooed his name on her head before he raped and murdered her. So that's very scary. And it appears like he's killed more than one person. I don't know if that makes him a serial killer, allegedly. I don't want him to come after me. I think I'm going to go lock the doors extra after making this video. But I do hope that if there's anybody that sees this from DeSoto County, that they will tell other people to be very careful. And I'm going to be watching that DA and that sheriff to see what's going to happen next. So, let's see. Hey, everybody, let's see. We'll look at the comments a minute. I got 5 people watching me. Welcome, you 5 people. It's Trace on the Cage, Speech Bomb. Let's see who else is in here. 1979 ACR. Welcome, 1917 ACR. And Janelle Murphy, welcome. Gia, welcome. No, Gia, he escaped like 6 weeks ago. He's been just on the loose for 6 weeks. Tracy says, do they have jail pajamas? I think it was like long underwear, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't see how it happened, but I'm not in charge of anything. So anyway, this is my video for this week, and I'm going to try to do another one, maybe that's more fun than us trying to catch a murderer. Let me check one more time to see if Nick has done any more videos in the past. He's put up any more information. Well, Nick, okay, I guess I can. Okay, let's show this. This is an update from this Nick guy, and I'll show you his videos. Like I said, I don't know. I hope he doesn't mind me showing this stuff. I really would like to use some of his videos, but I didn't get permission. Okay, get back over here. Screen. See what we got here. So, as of 22 minutes ago, the police confirmed that there's no hostage situation at the previously reported locations of Cook Street or Pine and Waterbury. They are also note that all activities I mentioned is related to the manhunt. So that's what he's got there. So let's see what he said. He might have thought it was. So that he thought that there was so there may be some news to follow up on this. He's been following this for a while. Let's see. I'm going to find his channel and show it to y'all so that y'all can go and check it out. Let's see. So, let's see. So this is his channel, Nick the Hat. I mean, I'm giving y'all this clue, but I don't agree. I don't know anything about him, so I can't say I agree with everything he does or says, but I've enjoyed watching his videos, and maybe you will too. So I'll put that in the chat. That's Nick's. And let's see. Let's see. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know I saw a video by him today, but it's not showing up here. Maybe it's in the playlist. He's got a whole playlist here. Manhunt of Joshua Zimmerman. And anyways, this is what it looks like. And y'all check it out. So, yikes. Yeah, there's something they're not telling us for sure on all that. I don't know what's going on, but people aren't worried about it because I've talked to several of my friends that live right in Hernando, in town, and they're totally not worried about a murderer being loose. Did I share the link? Yes, there it is right there. Nick the Hat. Well, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go, and I'm guessing I could come back on if they catch the guy. But I really did want to make a video that was a true crime video that also related to my own community, and that's what I've done. And I hope to see y'all again soon. Okay. Trace on the case says she's going to see if gossip, rumor, and innuendo will talk about him. Well, she'll have to find some more information because I had a hard time digging around to find this much. DeSoto County is keeping their lips shut, and I'm sure there's some paperwork that I could get to, and I'll see if I can. But like I said, it's a very dangerous guy. It's terrible that I'm just so relieved that I hope he's in Connecticut, not around Memphis or DeSoto County or Tate County or any of these areas. But they may be. Nick's Twitter. Thank you, Beach Bum, for putting that in there. Nick's Twitter. And y'all subscribe to him and watch his videos. And anyways, I'm gonna just be on out of here. And I'll see y'all real soon. How about that?